Hello, sysfailure here again. Today I'm going to be showing you an update on the train that I was suggested to build. I've actually forgotten the name of the person who suggested to build it, so I do apologise, but you know who you are. And I was suggested to build it after I'd built the gondola or cable car or whatever you wish to call it, and I was asked, can I make it a train? Well, the answer to that is yes. Although actually we're in 14W08A because at the moment 11A, or whichever version it is, certainly 11 something, has a bit of a nasty little redstone bug that actually totally screws this up at the moment. But that's just a little update. So here we are at the underground or subway, whatever you wish to call it, depending on what country you're from. Fairly obvious. Come down, you've got all your various advertising around the place. There we go, lots and lots of advertising. That's our way in. And there's a no entry. And best get ourselves a ticket. There we go. Now we just head on down to the platform. Down the escalator, there we go. Oh, bit of lag there. Right, so if you just hang around, you should have a train arriving shortly. Oh, here it comes. It's being a little laggy because of the recording. It does actually run a bit smoother than this, believe it or not. There we are. Right, and we'll just hop on. Yep, definitely not normally this jerky. Says this is sadly a bit of a problem with trying to record this because there's actually a hell of a lot going on at once. There we go, just wait for our stop to come up. There we are. Right, and off we get. And there it goes. That's just a visual glitch. A few more down there, just from recording. Right, so let's head out now. And we'll show you what's going on. Just turn the train system off. Right, well that's obviously just a bit of land that was actually set up there just so you can see what's going on. Hopefully once that train stops moving, this will be fine, because as it says, recording whilst it's just running is bloody hard. It does not like it at all. Right. Just turn this off. So what we've actually got going on is what's it called again? Wither skull, that's the thing. We've got a wither skull being teleported one block forward, and every time it's teleported one block forward, it actually clones that train just ahead of itself. And then it gets moved, clones it, moved, clones it. And at the same time, anybody who's anywhere in these tunnels, heading all the way into the distance, actually gets teleported forward as well. So it's a big glitch at the moment. Once it's counting to 300, well actually it's once it's counting to 297, just because of the time it takes to deactivate the system. So basically it'll become 300. It then triggers this, which just opens the doors, and that odd number 3 you saw coming up, which shouldn't have been there. And then closes the doors again, and once it's done that, it just resets the counter so that this can all run again, and the train goes along. Now, in the week 11 snapshot, there's a bit of an odd bug with repeaters. I don't know if it's something they've changed on purpose or if it's just a bug, but that can activate instantly. That entire row of repeaters to about there all happen at once, which obviously it shouldn't. But there you go. So yeah, you can make a moving train, and you can make it look quite nice actually. And I was going to have multiple trains, and it may actually run reasonably okay with multiple trains, as long as I'm not recording. It says I'm recording and it's just absolutely killing my frame rate doing this. And these little bits over here are just for the doors at the station. So when the train arrives, this is the standard doors. The doors just pop out and slide to the side like that, and then just reverse to go back again. And that's the ones for the opposite platform. I may try making the train a bit smaller, because moving a free carriage train at once is a little temperamental. Also, rather disappointingly, if you look on here, we've got all various things, meant to be like the subway maps, the little pressure gauge sort of thing. Unfortunately, cloning a region doesn't take them with it, which is a bit of a shame after going ahead and decorated all that. And this actually has 7 total stations. So there's a middle one there, 3 that way, 3 that way. Obviously, these bits here, these are spawn chunks. So if you don't know what spawn chunks do, these are always loaded and they process redstone and they process entities. Outside, if you're not anywhere near, you have chunks like that, everything unloads, so you're kind of screwed. You can't do any cloning, you can't move any entities, it just won't work. However, you can actually extend out the chunks if you want. That's a little trick right here. So you've got a hopper, and the hopper is pointing out of the spawn chunks into the next area, which loads the next one. Just put some items inside it. Without items doesn't work. But each one, like this, loads one chunk. That one loads one chunk. But if you get a minimum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the middle one will become a entity processing chunk. So that means with the weather skull, it can be moved. So you see in this case, I've got 3 entity processing chunks in the middle, just because these are in that chunk and that one. So that requires us to have 2 on either end. And that runs right along to the end, which let's just head there now. Let's see, minus 30. There we go. So all the ones up to here process entities, and then they've got the surrounding edge ones here just to make sure these are entity ones as well. And then our lovely little stations with various advertising. Yeah, so it's possible to build a little train system. It's buggy as hell, especially in the current snapshot, which as of making this, as it says, is 11. Can it be made less buggy? Maybe. Might have to make the train smaller. To be honest, the sheer amount of stuff's been moved, it doesn't like it. And I've not had it so far in the week 8 one, but in the week 11, sometimes the weather skull just disappears. Totally disappears from the game. No idea why. It's teleporting happily and then it's gone. So that's really not much use at all. I'm not going to release this map at the moment just because there's not much point. I've got a lot of fiddling to do with it and it may or may not end up working anyway. If I do get it properly working, what I would love to do is actually have a whole set of trains. So trains are constantly running. And you just turn up at a station and train comes in, goes off. If you wait, the next one turns up, goes off. And then when it gets to the far end, the station won't actually exist. There'll just be sections of tunnels. People who are in the train there will get teleported across into a train tunnel there and then run that way. So it's almost sort of like a circle line in a way, without having to actually bend trains or any rubbish like that. That'll also stop people who want to sort of ride on the trains right to the end and then just end up stuck, because it'll just teleport them and just move them back again. There you go. So I hope it was reasonably informative on how it works, and also the little trick for loading chunks if you've not seen it before. There you go. So that's an update. Underground trains. And as per usual, thanks for watching and bye-bye. Right, this went very badly. This was a very stupid idea. I'm gonna lose the weapons. Been shot at by something. Go fight them. Close the doors again. No. Go